This video is to show you the usefulness of the multi-select feature. It can save you a lot of time. So as you can see down here on this side of the slide, I've got a bunch of orange boxes. We quite often use these when we're doing things like prefixes and suffixes and past tense verbs, etc., or high frequency words that we want the kids to read. But for this particular lesson, I need these boxes to be smaller. So instead of having to select each one and make it smaller, I can click on that first one, hold down the shift button, and then continue clicking on the boxes, and you can see that all of those boxes are getting selected. I can let go of the shift and then just do what I would do if I was just working with one box. And so there I'd like to make them about that size. And you can see that now they're just that one size. Or I can move them back out to this size perhaps, and you can see I only have to do the one movement to have that effect on all of the boxes. I can also pick all of the boxes up and pop them over here. I don't want to do that because that's going to mess up my pictures of my little cats. So I'm going to put these boxes back over here. So shift and clicking on the object that you want to select means you can select more than one at a time. So we did it there with text boxes. This time I'm going to do it with these little pictures and images of cats that I found. So I hit the shift button again, click on the first, and then this one down here, and the one in the middle. And even though the frame had gone around all of them, unless I click on each one, it won't be selected. So if I say, for example, I'm just going to unclick that little cat in the pink bucket, even though it's in the frame, it's no longer selected. So if I let go of my shift key now and move all of these images at once, the pink bucket cat will stay where it is, because even though he was in that frame, I hadn't clicked on him, so he wasn't selected. So I'm going to pop that back there now, and this time hold the shift key and select the little pink bucket cat as well. And I can do the same sorts of things. I can move it up. I can perhaps drag down in this bottom corner on that handle there and make all of those images just a little bit bigger, or the opposite, I could pull it in, make all of those images a little bit smaller. And it just means that I have done that in a quarter of the time, because I've only had to do it once and it's impacted all 4 pictures. So over here, you can see that I have selected some letters there to highlight. Now we do this when we're asking the students to isolate vowel sounds usually, but we could be asking them to do that for anything. We might be wanting to highlight particular letters, or perhaps we want to highlight particular words. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the highlighting that is already there. So I'm just going to make that transparent, and as you can see, it's gone. When we multi-select text, you don't press shift. This time we press command. So I'm holding down the command key there next to the space bar, and I'm going to pick the whole first word, and then here I might just pick all of the O's on this line. And I'm going to pop down here and pick the digraph for TH, and then over here maybe the trigraph IGH for the long I sound. I just picked some random things there. You would obviously be selecting with a particular concept in mind for your students. But now that I've got all those selected, I can pop up here to the highlighter, click on that, and I think I'll highlight them a nice green. So I've picked my green, and if I click back here on the match, you can see they've all highlighted at the same time, which is far less time consuming than if I was doing it the old-fashioned way of picking the E and going up here and clicking the green and then coming back and picking the next letter. So you are saving yourself a lot of time doing that as well. The only thing that doesn't work when you're doing it with text is the text has to be within one box. You cannot multi-select text from multiple text boxes. It only works one box at a time.